And we are fucking live.
Hot start.
Okay, welcome everybody. I don't know who's there. I got no Wi-Fi here on my phone, but if you're joining us, thanks for joining us. If you don't mind, give us a little like, give us some love, and a subscribe. Thanks for being here, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. We'll see you then. Top of the evening to you folks. Welcome to another live broadcast from the Kingdom. We're slowly getting the hang of this stuff, and we're glad to have you. Whoever's out there, I can't see the chat yet, but hang on a second. Nobody's there. Love it. Okay. Well, drums, are you feeling better tonight?
Quite a bit.
Okay. Well, let's get this shit underway. Biggest show of your life tonight, boys, easily, without a doubt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Kingdom. As always, my name is Drums, and I'm a little bit more over the weather. Is that the opposite of under the weather? Over the weather?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Just never heard of that before.
We'll go with it. And I am joined, as always, by the brothers behind King Golf, Regan and Jordan Headley. We will send it up to the Great White North, see how the storm's going up there with our boy Reg. What's going on, Reg? How are you making out?
My life's a storm right now, honestly. As mentioned before, we kind of panicked before the storm. We wanted to get everything out of the house. So we moved basically the entire house out yesterday except for the bed and the TV in the bedroom. So I actually had to bring a glass with ice in it from mom and dad's house over here so I can make myself a gin at this house. We didn't have any cups here. I went to Sturt. We don't have any spoons. Currently in bed with East. That's our only place to sit in the whole entire house. So she's beside me during this podcast. If she talks, not going to be good. But yeah, things are okay though. We're excited to move, and it's a big time shit storm outside right now. So.
Like, how big of a shitstorm are we talking? Like a normal winter storm or storm of the century?
I would say a normal winter storm.
Yeah. That's about what we got here, too.
Yeah.
Jor, how are you holding up over there, buddy? You surviving?
Top of the evening to you folks and everybody out there. I see we got a couple people in here. If you don't mind, let us know how the storm of the century is in your town or city or Hamlet in some cases. Rigo, cheers to the getting some ice there. Drums, you too, buddy. Cheers. Everybody in the chat.
Mom said I had to bring the cup back, so
we weren't going to go live today. This afternoon we were on pace to just do one of our recorded episodes, but we figured since everybody would be kind of stuck inside with the storm of the century, we might as well go live and get some people on here, have some beers, and have a little fun. So not much to report over here at this time, but we can get into it a little bit later. Drums.
You.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, I guess.
Better?
Surviving the storm.
What a difference 7 days makes.
Yeah.
And your voice. Jesus. It's good to have you back.
It'll still like disappear on me. I'll be mid-word and it'll abandon me every now and then. But yeah, doing 125% better. Thankfully.
You were pretty rough last show.
It was not good. It was a rough, I was gone for 2 weeks basically. I was down.
That intro was unbelievable last week. That might have been my favorite one ever, actually.
Yeah, we're really pulling things together here for these live shows. Although this is the first one that we've all been healthy for, so that's a good start.
Yeah, first one in a long time. But no, things are good other than the storm, I guess. Things were looking quite up. We had Masters. We were on the brink of playoffs for the NHL. Just shit's coming together here, and then we get dumped on by snow. But we're in Manitoba, so we'll survive it, and we'll make the best of it when we can.
Yep.
We're on StreamYard again. We upgraded for the premium version today officially. So we might be on Twitter too. I connected it. I don't know. Can somebody confirm? I don't know. Rigo, you want to take a quick look? But anyways, we got a logo up there. We got rid of the duck. This is a pretty big deal here, fellas.
Oh yeah, we're on
we've been
Twitter.
having some. Are we?
Yeah.
Right on. So we got multiple streams going. We got looks like we know what we're doing. I'm gonna throw a little banner on here. There we go.
Batten down the hatches. Oh, that's good stuff.
As I said, if anybody's watching, if you want to chime into the chat, let us know how things are where you are, and if not, whatever, we'll keep going with it. We're gonna do a normal-ish show tonight. I think the last couple we've done some contests and stuff, but tonight we're just basically going to be going through our normal show. So if you want to chime in at any time, feel free. If not, it's all good. Hey?
No, I would say so.
Okay. Well, let's get into some housekeeping, Reggie. I'm sure you got a bunch after the big weekend in Augusta.
Yeah, I think we'll probably save Augusta housekeeping till the end of things, hey? Like the end of housekeeping. News out of the PGA today, Bryson is going to have to get surgery on his wrist. We chatted before, kind of when he was going through all the body transformations and the incredibly hard swings. Like there had to be an end point, like where his body just says no, right? And I think I don't know if he would have reached that point if he didn't start going into that world long drive stuff, but I think that kind of amped it up even more. And I don't know. Like, what's your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know. It from day one of his training there, it looked like it was pretty. You could tell what it was doing to his body, and I don't know. I mean, how did the long drive guys get away with that? I guess less travel and less other stuff going on. But do they have a lot of injuries? I'm not even too familiar with the boys in the long drives.
I don't know.
I'm thinking it would be pretty common though, because like they're swinging their tits off every time they hit a shot, right? Like it's pretty crazy actually what they do to their body. So I would have thought some other body part other than the wrist. So it might be related. It might not be. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what like their schedule is like. I don't know that I don't know. Like they're basically just hitting range balls nonstop for their competitions and everything, right? So it's just, yeah, I'm sure they've got quite a bit of injuries and ailments they got to deal with all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you think, like you take, obviously those guys are in incredible shape, but like, and it used to be different when we were kids too, but like, if you take a rip at a drive, like actually try to crush one, like you feel it, like
I'm
you
down
actually,
for a week. Yeah.
like it hurts my back, it hurts my hip, like, and they're doing it for like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I don't know.
The training for that would be quite a bit different than I think just your normal PGA working out and stuff like that. But anyways, it looked like he had a hell of a time at Augusta, and it's kind of shitty to see. But I mean,
did you see what his comments about watching Tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stayed around to watch him.
Yeah, there's a couple guys that did, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I mean, it's kind of expected, isn't it? Like those guys are all like fanboys of him. Like
I would, yeah. You'd have to shoot me in the head and drag me off to get me off there.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought
he
that
was just cruising
cool.
around in the stands or in the galleries or what?
I'd imagine he had some kind of like backdoor entrances somewhere.
I honestly
like
just
VIP booths.
Because Tyler went on the weekend, hey, and
what did he say about it?
Well, he just said that one of the cooler things was that like there are no celebrities at the Masters. Like if you're there, like you're there, you're just a normal person. Like he said,
yeah,
like that. Jim Harbaugh was there, like the coach of Michigan.
Yeah,
hope that's right. Paulie Gretzky, he saw like they're just in with the crowd because they.
How was Paulina?
Augusta. He said she was looking good.
Doing well.
Yeah, she was trying to be incognito, but he said it's impossible not to recognize playing a Gretzky. So
Did he get pretty tight to Tiger?
yeah, actually, just by chance, because he said that. So Tiger's like a big traditionalist. I didn't know that. So like, there's a new putting green at Augusta, and then there's one kind of up by number 1 tee box, and 9 and 10 greens apparently is what Tyler said, or 9 green 10 tee box. There's a putting green there that nobody else uses, but Tiger goes up there and uses it by himself. So he said they were walking there, and all of a sudden he said like security guards just like got on their radios and just started like pushing people to the sides, and all of a sudden Tiger was like 5 feet from them. But he actually went to the Bahamas a couple years ago to watch him there, like to the Hero Challenge. So he said that like the whole gallery was kind of trying to chase Tiger the whole time and follow him around, but because he had already seen him at the Bahamas, like obviously the novelty doesn't wear off, but in a sense it kind of does. So he ended up actually walking the entire course, which a lot of people that go to the Masters don't usually get to do because they get locked in finding somebody. But he said he walked the whole course, and he said it's like
Heaven.
heaven. He just said it's amazing, like, and the undulations that you don't see on TV, like he said, it's just unbelievable.
Was that his first time there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
that'd
said
be pretty cool then to walk the whole thing. I think that'd be quite a bit different than just standing in the same spot all day.
Yeah, Soupy went. I don't even think he saw the front 9.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I think that's what James was saying. But
Soupy went? I thought I saw him on Friday.
no, not this year. Like a couple years ago.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Just a quick fly out.
No, but yeah, so he walked the whole course. Said 13 was the coolest hole. He said it's just like out of a magazine. Like, it's just incredible how well manicured the whole course is. He said it's just unbelievable. But that's obviously we know about that, right? So
yeah. So I guess we weren't saving the Masters chat till the end of.
Sorry, yeah. Well, you guys started talking about Bryson on the weekend. But anyways, a couple other things, housekeeping wise. Those irons sold for $5.15 million in the end.
Oh yeah, you owe us.
We weren't even close. Who does?
You.
I don't think so.
What was your guess?
I was lowest.
Oh,
Drums
were you
was
Drums?
lowest, yeah.
Yeah.
Drums is
Drums.
chugging.
Drums was
What did we bet?
960. Drums was 960,000. I was 1.4 million.
I'm 4
And
mil
Jor was
off.
1.8 million. And they sold for 5.15 million. Imagine having that kind of money just to drop $5 million on a set of irons. Like, what are we doing here?
I would if I could.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of surprising that they went that high, but at the same time, I don't know. There's a lot of people in the world with a lot of money, and I think that that'd be one of the cooler memorabilia items in the sports, not even just golf, but in all of sports, I would say.
But
In my
$5
opinion.
million, man? Holy shit. That's insane.
It is, because you know what? I think that there's a statistic that says like the average person I think this was in America, and I hope I don't get this totally wrong, but I think that the average person in America makes $2 million in their entire lifetime.
Probably not too far off.
It sounds pretty accurate, hey? Like just doing
Yeah, if you
quick math
think
in
about
your
it,
head.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
believable.
yeah.
So that's like 2.5 human lives that were paid for a set of irons. Isn't that crazy? Like the
2.5
effort
humans
and
for a set
energy.
of irons.
Like that's mad. So Drums, anyways, you got to chug, buddy. You lost. That's how bets go.
Yep, that is true.
I
didn't mean
even
to-
know we were betting that.
I didn't mean to do that to you, Drums, but that's
You
just the way
knew
it
damn
goes.
well we were betting that.
Well, I thought we bet like on the Masters.
No, we didn't end up betting because we
I
had
can't even-
this.
I can't even remember who I picked.
You were all hopped up on NyQuil. We didn't pick anybody for the Masters.
I picked Colmore.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
I picked Tiger. Yeah, but we weren't playing in the competition. But
Who did
anyways,
I pick?
we got to.
Rory?
Rory.
So I got second. Not bad.
How cool was that that finish for those two?
The double
Morikawa and-
chip-ins?
Yeah, phenomenal.
Unreal. Okay, back to Masters in a little bit here.
Yeah,
I don't know if Drums has to chug. I don't know if we actually said that day.
for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
well,
for sure.
Drums,
We'll
I guess
play
you're
it back.
chugging either.
And I'll join in too. But while we're here, we might as well announce the big winner of our head cover, and we got to give it away. Actually, it wasn't a dud contest. It was going to a happy home.
It is.
Who is it? Who won?
Marcus Freeze, aka Boomer. Going to a happy home.
He was the only one who picked Chef?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty wild?
Yes, it is.
He was the number. That was the craziest thing for the whole weekend, basically, for me, I would say. Just talking to people and in Dauphin too, and just kind of amongst our, this stuff and whatever else. There was one person in the chat in the contest that picked Scheffler. He was the number one player in the world, and he's won 3 times in like his last 5 starts. One person picked him. And even in the draft that you were in, Rigo, what happened?
I don't think anybody picked him. Out of 13 teams, I don't think anybody picked him. I got second in the draft on a tie because I picked -14 as the winner, and the guy that won picked -13. So that's how I lost.
Do you know who? Oh, what the hell was I going to say? I don't
Just
know.
Real quick,
Live,
anyways. Canner says in the comment section, "Have a game, Vlad." I just
4 dings.
I actually 3.
Oh.
3 dingers in a game, which is still, that's incredible, especially against the Yankees. Suck it, Yankees. So the Jays are up in that game. Vladdy's got a hat trick. Pretty incredible stuff. But the biggest news, I would say, of the housekeeping that I have, Morgan Hoffman's back this weekend.
Hell yeah.
This is his return to the PGA. No, was it pretty sweet or what?
He just looked really happy. That's the main thing I took away from it. There are some good questions about his life in Costa Rica and how he's feeling and stuff. But if you watch his body language and watch how he answered the questions, it just seems like he's really happy. He looked really, really happy. That's basically what I took from it. Like you could knock the smile off his face almost.
Does he still got really long hair?
I believe so. He had it in a ponytail though, I think. Like kind of back here. Tucked up in his whatever you call that. What is that called? Space? I don't know. What is it called? Because
what, like the snapback hole?
Yeah, we got the Smarty. We got the beak.
I don't know what you call that.
What's that?
Beak or brim?
Oh, or peak. We had a poll on Instagram one day, and I think it was like a dead tie between beak and peak. But also people said beam. Is it beam?
Brim.
Beam.
Beam.
Rich
like
beam?
Rich Beam?
Richard.
Who cares?
Yeah, so that's sweet. Morgan Hoffman's back. You know what we should do this week just for a special for Morgan Hoffman and Morgan Wallen, but Morgan Hoffman, I think that we should guess his score for our chug contest.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Oh, this is like really tough. Who's going first?
What tourney is this?
RBC Heritage.
RBC, eh?
A couple other things that Morgan said in his interview was this is his favorite course on tour. That's why he picked this one. Because he only gets 3 starts, right?
Oh, yeah.
This year with his medical exemption.
Yeah.
And so that whatever course it is, I meant to look, but I forgot to after. Do you know what course is that, Rigo?
It's RBC Heritage at give me a second. No, it starts with a C. It starts with a C, I think. Give me a second. Cut the shit.
And he also said he was ready to go a couple months ago, and he
Hilton Head, yeah, Harbor Town.
Is that South Carolina?
South Carolina, yep.
Hilton Head. Remember that we were talking about on the show one time?
I think so, yeah.
That's when we froze up for like 2 minutes and drums through his hat.
That happened a lot on Zoom.
So Morgan also was expected to come back earlier in the year, but he actually fell off his motorcycle in his driveway in Costa Rica and hurt himself. So he was actually on his way to the gym to start training to come back to the PGA, and he like fell off his motorcycle in his driveway and injured himself. So he was supposed to be back for the Honda Classic.
Do you think that was maybe a sign that he wasn't ready to come back to the PGA yet?
you know, you have to wonder sometimes with shit like that.
Especially in his life. I mean, if anybody's connected with that kind of stuff, it's that guy.
Lord
Yeah,
goodness,
actually,
man.
and some reporter asked him about like his religious beliefs and stuff like that. He actually had a really good answer because I thought it was a pretty inappropriate question to be asking a guy, but
he's
like,
kind of open about everything. Like,
yeah, he
in
is.
that interview,
He's
so.
like, I could try to tell you, but you'll think I'm crazy, but everybody already does, so it doesn't really matter. So he just kind of got into like the spirituality stuff and the drugs he took and whatever else. It was a good interview. So it was like 15 minutes. I think it's on the PGA Tour's Twitter page if you have a chance to check it out.
I'll watch it.
He looks really good.
Yeah,
So
I seen a screenshot. I haven't watched it yet. I think he said one of his comments was after it came out, my dad still talks to me even after I admitted all my addictions, so I'm already winning, so it doesn't matter what everybody else thought.
What does Uncle Charlie think? I wonder if they're related. I gotta figure that out.
they look absolutely. They couldn't look less alike.
Well, kind of speaking of that, you
yeah.
see they confirmed a few more names for the Saudis.
Oh no,
Charlie.
We got Bubba, Lee Westwood, Ian Poulter, and Captain Slow Kevin Na.
Bubba.
Holy
shit.
So what happens with Phil now?
Him.
Well, Phil's still there, I guess. I honestly have no idea.
Is he still canceled?
He wasn't canceled.
Yeah, he was.
Not by the Masters.
But by the world.
Yeah. Anyways.
I got something to show here because last episode we had a comment in the chat about what's that, Rigo?
Derek Ches asked, who do you boys got this weekend at the Heritage?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's pause for a sec. Well, I'll show this after because we also have to pick our scores for Morgan.
Yeah.
So if anybody's just joining, we're talking about Morgan Hoffman. It's he's playing in his first tournament since he was injured a couple years ago. It's been like almost 5, I think now, isn't it?
Yeah, but not injured.
Right. He was
muscular dystrophy.
Right. And so he's on a medical exemption. He gets to play 3 tournaments to try to get his card back. And this weekend at the Heritage at Hilton Head is his first one. So we're going to try to guess his score, and the loser has to chug next episode. So I'll go first. Like, we're talking total after – what if he misses the cut?
Still have the same score.
Okay. I'm going to go like +3, I think. That's mine. +3.
Okay, well, just for some context here, last year's winner was -19.
Okay,
I'd like to revise my answer slightly. I'm still in master's mode here. I'll go -3. I'll go flip sides here.
Reggie, what do you got?
I'm going to go +3.
I'll go -1.
You went +3, Rigo?
Yeah, just so I could say you had it first.
Okay, well, who do you guys think is going to win?
Who wants to go first?
I will once I look at who's playing.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to bring up this video because last week we had in the chat, Colton Easton was talking about our buddy Aaron Cockrell and our interview with him, and Rigo saying Seamus Power, and
yeah,
he said to check out Cockrell's reaction. So I just wanted to show it here to see what it was about.
Not again.
So I'm gonna try it out here. I hope it works. Share.
Seamus made the cut at the Masters.
Share screen.
He did. He's seamed all over the place.
Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
See.
Can you hear it?
Because the majors and the WCs count.
Oh,
gotcha. They just play a few of the other tournaments. It's kind of an interesting system.
A little chintzy.
Yeah.
That's Seamus Power sick to watch for him.
What's that?
That's Seamus Power. I don't know if that's how you say his name. Seamus?
See,
Well, I don't know.
I mean, that's how it's
Jesus.
spelled.
I love
Christ.
watching him, man.
you're very
He's
cultured
won
up
me
there
some
in Belfast.
cash. He's won me some cash, dude.
That's how you know so much about this. You're betting on everyone.
Oh,
you're,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
deep in the weeds.
That hit, that Higo or Higo, whatever it is, he's sick too.
You're betting on Euro Tour, Rigo?
Oh, I bet
That'd
on
be a
it.
conflict
I
of
don't
interest. Hopefully, the gambling commission doesn't see this.
know. Just trying to find my next pick. So, who's the up and comers you got coming up?
Pretty good shit.
Yeah, good
I
shit
was,
if you got me.
I was watching it today to try to find that part, and there's actually some really good insights from Aaron on that episode. So if you have a chance and you haven't watched it yet, it's pretty good.
I'm eager to try his putting or his green reading technique out.
Yeah, that was a. Oh, I guess I can stop sharing here. Hey.
Yeah, anytime. Okay, I'm gonna go Corey Connors for the weekend.
I'm going to piggyback off of Seamus and go with another Irishman and take Shane Lowry.
I'll go Seamus for shits and gigs. I don't know who's playing, but I'm gonna go ahead and take Seamus.
don't know
If you
who that
guys
is
want
either.
to.
Who do you got, Derek?
Yeah, if you guys want to chime in on the chat, give her hell. We don't have a head cover to give away this week, but just for shits and gigs, I guess.
I don't believe Seamus is playing.
Seamus is out. Okay, so I'm out then too.
Seamus is tired from his
Marcus
Masters.
Freeze won this one. I just sent him another head cover too, Rigo. 2 days ago, I sent it to him. Could have saved on some shipping. Oh well.
Great logistics.
What next? What else we got, fellas? We're still in housekeeping mode here. I have a couple. Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay. Quickly. What the? Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about Dal because we didn't get his wrench in here yet. But I had a Spence Bros pizza tonight as usual before the pod.
No, you didn't.
Our unofficial sponsor, Spence Bros. I'm actually, if they've watched an episode, I can understand why they haven't reached out yet. But I'm honestly surprised that they haven't caught wind of the boys eating Spence's. But the moral of the story is, Dal said, I think Dal got a smoker, is it called a smoker? Yeah, for his wedding. And he tried, he smoked a Spence Bros pizza. And he said, you haven't had a Spence Bros pizza until you've smoked a Spence Bros pizza. So haven't tried it myself, but Dal had a really strong review on it.
So he rolled it up and smoked it.
Yeah. Smoker pizza.
You can't smoke a pizza.
So Derek Shez takes HV3, Harold Varner the third.
Man, that guy's got a good attitude.
He does.
He does. I was just going to say that.
I like him a lot, actually.
I watched an interview with him on the weekend.
He does not look like a professional athlete. Like he's like the Phil Kessel of the PGA.
Just happy to be there, eh?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
exactly right.
truthfully.
Yeah. He was there. He was doing an interview with somebody, like one of the CBS reporters or whatever it was, and they were kind of going through his shots, and he was just couldn't wipe the smile off his face either. He was pumped about his performance and his shots, and you could tell he was just really happy to be there.
Speaking of couldn't wipe the smile off his face, how about Tiger when he finished? Oh, Cam Taves said he's right. Spence on the pit boss is best. Wow.
Interesting.
So you can smoke a pizza.
Drums, did you watch last episode? After you vanished?
No, I didn't. I think I probably went to. I think I went to bed.
Wow.
You were in pretty rough shape.
That actually kind of pisses me off, but it's okay.
Speaking of Cam, I saw Cam at the dock a couple weeks ago, but he sent a message to the account on about a guy named Joshua Headley. He said our cousins check him out, but he wanted you to do a feature on the Culture Corner about Joshua Headley. So if you have some time between now and next week, check him out. It's a recommendation.
Derek just said.
Your cousin. This is your cousin.
No, he might be, but we don't know him.
He's our unofficial cousin.
Yeah. So, anyways, we have to try out this pizza now. That might be part of maybe a summer live YouTube. We'll smoke Spen's pizza.
We don't have a smoker.
We'll get one.
We'll figure it out.
Or we
Dal has one.
or we roll up a pizza and try to smoke it and see if that works.
Just put a pound of reefer on a pizza crust and try to roll it up.
You need like one of Elon's flamethrowers to light that bitch.
Yeah. I'm so.
Can you believe Elon just like made some flamethrowers and sold them sold out instantly online? What a
That's
guy.
so.
What's going on with Elon right now too?
I don't think he's a human. How deep do we want to go tonight? Because
No,
I
we
missed
can't
that
go
one.
We're
into that.
live. We're live. We can't go too deep. Surface.
I think he's a fucking alien.
There's a few aliens out there. Elon might be one. The kid who invented Ethereum, Vitaly Buterin, he looks like an alien for sure. And there's lots of people that actually believe that his dad and Putin were the ones who created Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Unofficially, but that's the rumor.
Have you watched the Bitcoin doc on Netflix yet?
Have.
Is it good?
Well, it's kind of
Okay.
weird. I was honestly just surprised that all that shit happened in Canada. I couldn't believe that.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
It's on my list.
pretty wild. Yeah.
Okay, boys, I gotta harness you in here. We gotta go back.
Okay.
We gotta backtrack because we didn't really talk about anything to do with the Masters. Like we did, but nothing to do with the actual Masters. Ches like the surface keep.
Service keep. What else? How about Scotty Scheffler?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that guy.
Round of
That should
applause
have been
for
the
Scotty.
whole. We should
How
all be
about-
wearing Scotty Scheffler masks right now. Honestly,
Like
are
what
you
the
doing?
hell?
Have a 6 weeks, buddy.
Oh my god! Like
Holy.
imagine him laying in bed on Sunday night, just like what the hell just happened the last 2 months? Like
It'd be really hard to process for sure.
Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
So-
Like you win
what was
you
it-
win 4 times in 6 weeks, and the 4th one is the Masters.
And you become world number one.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
what was it?
But-
Rombo had 7.8 million in earnings last year, and that was
Yeah.
the top. And Scotty's at 11 or something already. Just insane. Like
Wow.
this is like probably the best season since Tiger 01, 02. It has to be.
I think
And
so.
we've got 3 more majors left and a shitload of tournaments.
Yep. Yeah, it's April.
Okay, you know what we should do? We should get like the listeners, everybody, we pool together and we put a futures bet on him winning another major this year.
I like that. I like playing the futures. Moose is a big futures guy. We could get him in the chat for the futures advice.
Moosey's in there.
So drums, maybe we can organize that, but not right now.
Okay,
We need to, as much as like I could say 1,000 good things about Scheffler, but what was one thing that we were extremely disappointed with Rigo on the weekend? If you recall in the dressing room.
his shirt. What? What
On
happened
Sunday?
with that thing? Like, did he win that in a fucking golf tournament?
On Sunday,
Yeah,
I was having this debate.
that's got to be the worst shirt that I've ever seen. When you're the #1 golfer in the world, leading at the Masters, and that's what you pull out of your closet.
We were at mom and dad's, and I was watching, and I was like, I don't know about this shirt. And then Liz looked at it, and she's like, I don't mind it. I was like, it looks god awful up front, or like up close, but like when you're further back from it, it looks decent. But still, it looks like they're so bad. Because like Tiger was wearing that on Thursday, right? Like everybody was wearing those. They're awful shirts.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was just the style of it though, like the
I don't
pattern.
like it. Yeah, the pattern. That's what it is. I don't like it at all.
It looked like
and the fit.
Yeah.
How about
It
him
looked
trying
like he
to
was
put on that vest on Saturday?
Yeah. It looked like he was on vacation and like just went like down to the local country club and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'll play around the golf. Can I have a shirt? Do you guys have any shirts around here?" Or he bought it in the gift shop before he even went to the course.
Yeah,
I would say
hit the clearance rack on the way in.
I would say his buddies are golfers, and they ask him out for a round. He's like, "Oh shit, I got no golf shirts," and he goes to Winners, and he's like, "Oh, it
That's the
doesn't fit,
$20.
but it doesn't fit, but it's only $10 and it's Nike. I think I'll take it." Like that's what he's wearing. Give me a break. That pissed me off. Actually, if I'm Nike, I drop him after he wears that.
They made the
Nike
shirt.
picks
Yeah,
that
they
up.
made the
them.
shirt, but not for him. He bought it at Winners.
I
Like,
bet
yeah,
Nike
that's-
has a say in what they wear. I would guess. I don't know that
100%.
for sure, but I would guess.
Except
That's
for
an
Tiger's
ugly
shoes.
shirt, man. Holy.
You see that debacle?
Yeah, Tiger's shoes. What the hell's with that?
So he's making them make another shoe for him. And then
They
he was
should-
like, well,
you should make
if
them
you
make
can't-
new hats too.
If you can't supply me with a shoe that I can wear, then I have to wear another shoe.
Yeah. Fair.
Scheffler was wearing Tiger shoes.
Yeah.
He don't mind them.
Scheffler doesn't
That's
have a broken
That's
leg.
so
though.
cool. What's that?
Scheffler doesn't have a broken leg from a car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Okay, I
Um,
completely forgot to be throwing the comments up here. Sorry, boys. I got actually into the episode like we weren't live.
Sorry.
So quickly catch up here. Cam Toves said we're talking about Dell smoking pizzas. So if you haven't yet tried and you have a smoker, get a Spence Bros and throw her on there. Derek said you can smoke anything. True. So we might do a summer show trying to smoke a pizza. Drums got in trouble for going too deep. Not me, just Drums. And okay, keep going here. I'll catch up. Give her
Drums,
hell.
would you call it a Reefza if you loaded up with the reefers? Reefza?
Reefer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just have a couple notes. If you loaded up a pizza with reefer and tried to smoke it, what would you call it?
Oh, like we're naming it. Oh,
Weedza.
Reefza. Okay, I'm
Weedza?
caught up. I'm caught up to Weedza. Yeah.
Weedza?
Did you guys see? I was just looking at Rob's comment here. He said the winner of the weekend is that vest, Scotty's
Yeah,
vest.
That was a shit show.
But did you guys see DI's post game interview? He did like a Twitter video. I think I retweeted it on there. No. Anyways, he said the real winner this weekend were the fans, and he said it dead serious. But it reminded me exactly of Happy Gilmore. Is it Shooter that says that the real winners this weekend were the fans?
And he said it.
He said it word for word, but I don't know if he meant to do that or not. Anyways, it was pretty good. Di has some great insights. If you don't follow him, he usually does a weekend wrap up of the tournaments that he goes to, and it's usually some pretty good insights, especially if you're into the Canadian boys.
How cool was
And,
that pic of him and Corey on the range and Tiggy right beside him?
And Tiger, yeah.
Oh, that's unreal. Classic Rory, eh? Like,
Come on, put
there-
together a fucking Thursday.
is there anything more Rory than that tournament?
No, it's not.
God, he's so frustrating. He's so good, but so bad at the same time.
What's with him? Like somebody needs to talk to Rory.
Yeah, I think it's obviously not a talent thing. Like there's probably some mental blockage there.
Like
And
Sunday, Rory is incredible.
Sunday Rory might be top 3 golfer of all time.
How do you fix that? How do you fix it?
DI. Need DI on your team.
Yeah, he should actually.
Yeah.
We should send out a tweet saying, Rory,
Let's start a petition.
need DI.
At Rory, have you met Di?
It
At
would
Derek
actually
Ingram.
it'd be interesting to see what DI could actually do for Rory, because a big part of DI's coaching and teaching is mental. But I mean, the books that he's put out have been all about course management and the mental side of the game.
And look at the way Corey Connors is playing right now. I had that down here too. Now T6, like
Amazing.
if he's whatever, we're obviously everybody in the chat's Canadian too. If he's American, man, like he is like, don't you think he gets a lot more attention than he gets right now? If he's American,
1,000%, 1,000,000%. He still needs to win though. He needs to win a big tournament though.
he's been like top 12 in the Masters 3 years in a row, and nobody
I know, but
talks.
You got to
about
win. You got to win.
it.
Okay, Derek says Rory needs to play the tournament ass backwards. Probably true. And that reminds me of I was watching a documentary on Mo Norman a couple weeks ago, I think it was. And I think most people in here would be fairly familiar with Mo Norman's story in terms of him basically getting kicked off the tour for being a basket case, or I guess a slob you'd call it back in the day. I don't know. He's just very different. So anyways, he was on the Canadian tour, won a ton on the Canadian tour. And he started, he said that he started hitting wedge driver off tees at tournaments because he was bored. Instead of driver wedge, he'd hit a wedge off the tee and then hit his approach shot with a driver just because he was so bored of playing in the tournament.
Unreal.
That is unreal. I had one last thing here, then I'm done talking to you about the Masters, but
To us,
or
baby.
for mine. Zalatoris' short putting, man, is so painful. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that on the tour. Ever.
It's like he's like oh my god, blanking. Charles Barkley. He's like Charles Barkley trying to putt.
Yes. Keebs. Yeah.
Keeps.
That putting, man, is so crazy.
We're talking. Okay, what are we talking about here? Keeps distracting me. Sorry, I need to stay in the zone here. We're talking about Will.
Zalatoris' short putting. It's painful.
It's like he has like a seizure mid backswing.
Like, and when he makes 2-footers, they're all on the side door. There's nothing that's dead center. Like, it's uncomfortable, man.
Also, I'm just looking for that picture of Will Zalatoris dressed up as a caddy. But
I couldn't find the last episode.
They had
No?
they had the what were those watches? What are they called? Zoom? No, that monetary like your heart rate and shit. Where they had Rory's.
Is it hoop? Hoop? No.
swoop.
Swoop?
Swoop.
Whoop.
Whatever the fuck it is. He had
Whoop.
I think that's
Could you imagine what Willie Z's is every time he gets a 2-footer? Just calm, cool, and
it's
spike. Yeah.
I think it's swoop.
Rob, do you think if he put his back foot backwards or front foot backwards, whichever it is, do you think it would help his putting?
Oh God, I cannot handle this bullshit. Okay, anyways,
What?
The picture's not on there.
I know. Every time I try to go to a website on here, it says your connection is not private for golf.com. Okay.
What are you showing here?
Speaking of really good putters, how about Scotty closing out the Masters?
With a 4-putt?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who cares?
He should have 6-putted. Like, I would have just tapped it twice. Just to win by 1 and 6-putt the last hole.
that video of
Rob,
Happy
what are those
Gilmore?
watches called?
I said whoop.
Swoop.
No, it's whoop.
Okay, whoop. That video of actually Harley sent that video on TikTok, but it's the Happy Gilmore clip with him tapping it in, and he took 4 putts to get in too. And it on Happy's face, it was Scotty's face, and then Ted Scott, his caddy,
Yeah.
on Chubbs's face. And oh man, he hits the first putt, it's like an inch, and then the second one a little better, and then it tap it in. Oh man,
Give it
Good
a little
shit.
tap,
So
tap, taparoo.
With the hockey stick putter?
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, getting behind here. Sorry, boys.
What a good movie.
It's all right.
I was thinking of Wolf from Ryan Howard of The Office. Remember
That's
when
what I
he
thought
made that
too, yeah.
social media company, Wolf? Okay, are we done housekeeping?
Yeah.
be.
Oh, I
I
got
wanted to get-
one last thing that Tyler told me about the Masters, and I thought it was super cool. And you guys might know about this already, but it's that wherever you get to at the Masters, if you have a chair and you mark it with your markings on it, nobody touches it.
Yeah, I heard that actually just this weekend. That's wild. And you can't run on the
Right.
property.
Right.
So everybody like speed walks. Where like other tournaments, like the waste management people like sprint to 17, right?
Right. Oh, Harley said, and then Rory's face was on Shooter McGavin, upset that he won.
I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I'm testing out the. Oh. Did you guys happen to see Sonny's dad hit this dart at the par 3?
Yeah. Wow.
Did you see his swing though?
His swing is unbelievable, man.
Just a dart too. That's amazing. Okay, I gotta get this out of here. Sorry, having too much. I'm having too much fun with this StreamYard.
Scotty, that
Yeah. Now we got to get back on Zoom. This is too distracting.
Yeah, it really is. But it's a fun. It's fun time. I don't know. Is this still playing here? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Masters app is also 10 out of 10.
More.
They couldn't do a better job of it. Actually, they couldn't add anything on there that makes it better.
Harley. Harley's good to have in the chat here. We should hire him full time to come in and chime in. Okay. Let's get back to the show. We're gonna do segments here. We're gonna do live segments. Can you believe it? I can't. I'm kind of nervous actually, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna do an over under first, maybe, or not, or save that for the end.
I think we could do it first.
Do it first. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing our first ever live over under. If anybody's still in the chat after all those videos that were shown, let us know what you think, overrated or underrated, and why maybe. And we can we have this new ability to throw comments on the screen all of a sudden.
Love it.
Confirmed it's Whoop. So who wants to go first?
I'll go. Installed speakers in golf carts, overrated or underrated?
That's a tough one. I'm a little biased, but I'm going to go ahead and say underrated. Mostly for the reason because you never have to worry about your
Battery
speaker, packing your speaker. You never have to worry about your speaker being charged. And because it hooks directly into the battery. We have one on our cart, Moose and I. It was actually Turner who had it installed. And it's hooks up to the Bluetooth. No cords necessary. And also, I guess it would be the same if you had a speaker, but it's nice if you're on a boys trip or any sort of event, let's say, and your phone happens to fall out of the cart, you can see pretty easily, you can tell that it's gone because the Bluetooth cuts out.
Is that experience related?
Several times that's happened. So take a turn a little too aggressive or, but anyways, so I'm going to go with underrated.
Did you buy it or did he install
it? Turner had it installed. I'm not sure who did it, but he did a really good job of it.
Yeah, like it's perfect in
there. Robbie says underrated as well. Any follow up? Oh,
I'm gonna say overrated, honestly. Just for the simple fact that if it's in the cart, it's in the cart, and if you want to take it or you want to go walking or anything like that, I guess you don't have to choose between a speaker and the speaker in the cart. But I like the convenience of having a Bluetooth speaker, and then I can kind of take it as I please. I could take it to the green if I want. I don't know. I just don't see. Maybe I guess if you have like a good speaker and a Bluetooth speaker, those ones that you have to plug your phone into are a major pain in the ass.
Well, I think that was in 1908 that you needed a cord. Like
there's still quite a few of them that have it, man. Honestly.
Where? I've never seen somebody take a corded fucking speaker.
It's one of those
on the
Harley Davidson 3-wheelers.
Come to Dauphin Lake Golf Course.
I'm not.
No, but I'm saying like the speakers in the cart. Lots of guys have it where you actually have to plug the thing into the speaker.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. But I will back you up. I think they're a little overrated too. On my cart, I have a shower speaker, like it hooks on in the shower, and I just put a bolt on the roof, and it just hooks on there. Sounds the exact same. Piss on it. Free $99. So I won on that.
Free 99.
Yeah.
What do you got, Rigo?
My over underrated is golf pant joggers.
Over.
Golf pant joggers?
I'm not a jogger guy. I'd like at all. Don't like them. Nothing.
Have you worn?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
How come?
I don't like the
What's your
look. I
beef?
don't like the feel. I don't like shit around your ankles.
That's fair.
That's interesting
I'm-
to me.
Why?
No,
I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say overrated as well. You're saying on the golf course, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I'm both.
Yeah.
Joggers in general.
I'm going overrated. I think that it's a little bit too casual for the course. You show a lot of ankles. I don't need to be seeing dudes' ankles. Plus, you get a bad ankle tan.
What's worse, golf glove tan or ankle tan from joggers?
Probably glove because it's a lot more visible to the world.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna
It's a
say
no yawn zone.
underrated, but
Is it joggers or yoggers?
I don't really have a reason. I love joggers. I don't have any jogger golf pants. I just love the way they look, and I think that they look pretty sick. Like I think that they're kind of up to speed with today's style, in my opinion. But
They are, but have you seen today's style? Like we're going back to 1997. You gotta get Randy River triple X pants.
Tiger, can you imagine if Tiger came out wearing those? See,
RP's in the house.
Rip says undie. I knew he would. I knew Rip would like jogs.
I have a feeling that's all Rip wears.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Rip not in shorts or yogs.
Well, if I had quads like that, I would.
Yeah,
just rock itch.
He makes regular pants look like jogs. So
yeah.
How do we know that RP is Rip? Could be anybody.
Just have to guess that he sent us a Snapchat.
I think it's Ryan Palmer.
Oh wow, Ryan Palmer.
Derek and RP are not going to get along.
No, neither is Rob. Kenny likes him though. I don't know. I think they're pretty stylish, but that's again my opinion. What do you got, Chor?
For overrated or underrated?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's not really overrated or underrated. This is more of a general discussion.
All right.
So,
it's not really the rules of the game, but your world. We're just
okay. Well, let me explain. Okay, I'll try to find a way to word this in a sense that I could make it into an overrated or underrated, but I can't really. So, this was also a discussion we had on the weekend. I forget where it was, who it was with, but we were talking about Snapchat actually. And why is it so uncomfortable when you're sending a Snapchat, a text via Snapchat, and the other person pops their head in there? Why is that the most uncomfortable thing in world history?
Yeah,
it is. Like it's uncomfortable for both sides because you poke in there and you're like, holy shit, they're typing. So then you bail. But also when you're typing and somebody else pokes in there, it's like, get out of here. I'm trying to type, like I just feel like they should remove that feature from Snapchat.
Okay, so funny enough, that's probably the key reason I don't have Snapchat. I had it for, I don't know, maybe like 3 days at one point. And I was like, because it gives you the notification that they're typing, right?
Typing, yeah.
And that fucking
which
drove
is
me
fine
crazy.
because then you avoid
But
it.
I'd always, at first I would click it and then I would be like, well, they're typing. Now I look like a creep trying to watch them type, anticipating the message. So then I just said, piss on it. I'm never having this shit again. So
it's like the most awkward thing ever, man.
Weird.
Like because like you don't want to look like a weirdo, but like a lot of the time, like you already have your phone open and then that pops up that they're typing at the top. And sometimes you try to scroll it up, but you accidentally click on it, and then all of a sudden you're in it. So you're like, do I stay in it and just wear it, or do I get out and be even weirder? Yeah, it is a very weird. It's a weird thing, weird feature. They probably don't need it, honestly, but it is funny to see. It's funny to see the prairie dogs go up and down like in group chats.
Yeah, it is for sure. But that's in a group chat, though. I don't mind that. But when you're like having a one-on-one chat with somebody, and they're just sitting in there watching you type,
well, especially if they don't answer.
Kill me. Yeah, then they see it and then they bail.
Yeah,
The
you
funniest
watch them
thing-
type
There
the
we go.
shit out and then you bail.
The funniest to me is like when someone types for like 10 minutes and then sends like a 3-word answer. It's like, man, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
are you that shitty at typing, or did you change your mind that many times, or what's the scoop here? I kind of like that. I think that's funny, but
Okay, so maybe
yeah.
the under or overrated. Oh, I can't even talk now. Over or underrated would be popping into Snapchats while somebody's typing.
Yeah,
and I
that's
guess
the
we're all in
crazy
the
shit.
agreement of overrated.
Super.
It also shouldn't be that weird though. It's like you're having a conversation with somebody, you're talking to them, you're watching them, you're listening to them, but then all of a sudden when it's in Snapchat, it's like the weirdest thing in the world. Like it doesn't make any sense.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's something I've never thought. Well, I've thought about it every time it happens, but I've never thought that, like, you know,
It's like you'd be talking to somebody and then you'd say a word and then run away
and wait for them to say something.
and wait for them to say something and then come back and check it and then say something and then run away again. I don't know.
That happens a lot over here. Liz will start talking and I'll start walking away. And are you listening to me? Yeah, I'm listening, but I'm just occupied elsewhere.
Okay, so that's it. I don't know. I just wanted to chime in.
No,
on
that's
that
good.
'cause
That's a
it's
good
a
point.
weird.
I'm glad you brought that forward, because
Thanks.
I never thought about actually thinking about it before, if that makes sense. But I think about it
Now
every
you're
time it
gonna
happens.
overthink it.
But I've never.
I'm actually going to make a conscious effort to do it more.
I think I'm going to start doing it more too. Just let it happen. As soon as I see someone's typing, I'm just going to click on that thing and just wait.
Yeah, like, is that what you're
I'm here.
supposed to do?
I'm
Is
here.
That why they
I'm
put
present.
Is that why they make the
Maybe.
notification?
Maybe. I also don't have my Snap notifications on, so I don't even see it. It's usually just when I'm like on my phone and I'm like in the routine of going to like Snapchat,
That's what I'm saying.
Instagram, Twitter, and then I kind of go back to Snapchat, and then all of a sudden it opens up and I'm in the conversation. Anyways, what does that mean? Does that mean
We're
We're
too
too
old for
old for
Snapchat.
Is it a-
Snapchat.
oh, whatever? We're on TikTok, baby. I was live on TikTok for a while for our pregame show, but it really messed up the internet situation here, so we had to bail.
The Manitoba interweb can't handle it.
Yeah, I can't.
Manitoba
Okay, quickly on
telephone
that
service.
because we talked. Yeah. Okay, we'll save this for a different time. We got to get to our segment here. We're already at 57 minutes. So, Drums, you want to go first,
Sure.
or Rigo? You go first.
Okay.
Hugo.
I'm actually I'm gonna go back to a reused stroke saver.
Recycle.
Because recycled, yeah. Recycle everywhere. Just because I've had so many people comment that said that, like, last season they tried it and they said that it worked really well. And there's probably a lot of people that are in here now or listening to the podcast now that weren't always listening. It would have been one of my first ones ever. So if you didn't listen at the very start, then you never hear it. But basically what it is, it's called low and slow. So anytime you start struggling with your driver or any long clubs off the tee, chances are you're getting too quick at takeaway and you're getting up to the top too fast, and it kind of it basically messes up the timing for everything. So the tip is, or the stroke saver is, just start the driver low and slow. So you're not actually going to be doing it physically like you might think that you are, but you got to get the thought process in your head to take the driver back as low as you can for as long as you can, as slow as you can. And then that'll help you get to the right spot at the top so you can finish your swing. Because if you rush your swing, then you get up to the top and then you're kind of everywhere. But if you take it back low and slow and get it to the top, then you have plenty of time to finish your swing, right? I probably butchered it a bit here, but Rip kind of threw me off when he said that. But yeah, basically the tip is just to keep it low and slow off the start instead of picking your driver up, because it'll help you get better timing at the top, better transition.
Who would be the main beneficiary of that? What type of golfer or style of golfer? Drums?
I would say guys that hook it, yeah.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah.
I
You
think
get to the top.
Quick starts from the first second of your swing, I think, right?
Yeah.
Get
or first
snappy.
millisecond.
And
I guess.
and if you don't have good coordination, then you can't get your swing back on track from the top. Sometimes you can save it, and that's why you can still get quick and still hit a good shot. But for
Like
the
Schulte.
most part, right? Yeah, but for the most part, if you don't have good coordination, then you're screwed as soon as you take it away quick and pick it up.
There was a good drill I saw actually on that. It kind of ties in a little bit. This would have been probably 10 years ago in like a Golf Digest magazine. Remember magazines?
Mm-hmm.
But there, I think if you're working on it on the range, it said just to put like a range bucket about 2 feet directly behind your ball, and so you take it straight back and slow and so it's outside. I think that was a drill for people who are quick or get inside.
George, do you remember like 3 years ago or 4 years ago when I was really struggling, and I would actually, because I was so scared to hit my driver, and you just want to get it over with, that I would just pick it I would just pick it like straight up and then come down. But like as soon as you start doing that, and it doesn't even have to be that exaggerated, as soon as you start picking it up, because you're nervous, because you're hitting your driver poor, you just want to get to the top of the swing as quick as you can and then swing.
The whole thing,
But
you just want
it to be over. Yeah. And you want
I
to
just
see how
want
it
to throw the
goes.
fucking thing. I don't want to
Exactly. So if you just take it back low and slow, honestly, it sounds like it's such a simple thing, but man, it changed my whole golf game, really. So, and if anybody has any further questions about it, just let me know. I know I did kind of a shitty job explaining it, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it's hard to really
Give me a
expound
shout.
on low and slow. Like
Mhm.
that's basically the whole premise of it, right?
Right.
Anyways, that's another edition of Reggie Stroke Saver, brought to you by Elwood Denim and Spence Bros Pizza. Anyways, Drum.
Do you think that we'll ever get a sponsor on this show or no?
Yeah, we got King Golf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't you see our logo at the top?
Mm-hmm.
I'm yet to see a check, but
Ditto.
Hey, that's okay. Good things take time.
okay, so my recommendation, or what do we do in Culture Corner here, is a movie we watched over the weekend, and it is called Dark Water. It's on Netflix. It's a couple years old, but it's just getting into Netflix right now. It stars Mark Ruffalo, and he plays a corporate lawyer who gets recruited by a farmer to help take on the chemical company DuPont, who has been dumping hazardous waste adjacent to this guy's farm, and it's killing all his cattle. And so it dives into this, and it's a true story. It's based on a true story. So this the guy that Ruffalo plays started kind of the litigations with this in 1998, or investigating it in 1998, and continues to this day fighting against the DuPont company for their chemical, I guess, like how they were disposing it. But it gets into like how these companies were self-regulated, so they basically controlled what they could dump. They just started renaming chemicals so that they could get away with dumping them the way that they were. So then it actually turns out that the chemical they were dumping is basically the main ingredient for Teflon, and how poisonous Teflon is, and the cancers that it caused in this entire community. I think it was something like they tested 95% of the population of this town. I think it was like 80,000 people or something like that. And 75 in Pennsylvania. And 75% of the population had been poisoned by this chemical.
Shit.
It's believed that 99% of the population of Earth is poisoned by this chemical from Teflon. So they are.
We're in that?
Oh yeah, 100%. Have you ever used Teflon? Then yeah. So yeah, it's just a crazy kind of eye-opening account of this battle against these major companies, and just the way that the government's regulations and shit actually work. and how they're not really regulated. So it's a crazy story, and like I kind of knew that Teflon was always bad for you and that you shouldn't do it. It's just like at a certain heating point, it releases this gas that's extremely poisonous, and how damaging it is to everybody. And then kind of the geeks movie geek side of it for me is to tie into a previous movie that Mark Ruffalo was in with Steve Carell. Did you guys ever watch Foxcatcher?
Nope.
Was that where he played a wrestler and Steve Carell like owned this wrestling team? Anyway, so the guy that Steve Carell played is a DuPont heir. So he's a DuPont and heir of this company, and then comes back around, and Mark Ruffalo produced this and is a big advocate actually against this company now too. So that's my rec for this week.
What streaming service is it on?
It's on Netflix.
Nice.
Hey, what? I just Googled Mark Ruffalo because I didn't know who he was. Did you see that he lost his hearing?
Who? Sorry?
And one side of his face became completely paralyzed? Mark Ruffalo?
From?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't know that actually. Probably because he hulked out too many times in the Avengers movies.
Ruffy.
Drums. Okay.
Rourke
I
Muffalo.
like it. Well, let's get into the Two Pina Coladas for the evening. I got in trouble a couple weeks ago for spooking the crowd. So we decided that I was going to go last from now on. Just to
the one that we gassed.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
We should have gassed that one.
Yeah. Our editor thought otherwise, but he was the one that
well,
said
you
it.
guys
so I didn't know how
you
that
guys
all
gave me
happened.
shit.
No,
Anyways.
it's not what we did. Anyways.
Okay, well, Two Pina Coladas is back. This one's going to be kind of a lighter one, I would say. And so it's about crypto, it's about Bitcoin, and it's about a few other things. So for those who don't know, I guess, which would be a lot of people probably in this chat, but it's something that I've been working on almost daily. So I've been doing some consulting for people trying to get into crypto and the blockchain and stuff like that. So it's something that I'm building up right now. So if anybody obviously within this chat wants to reach out to me, I'm happy to help.
You're fucking up here.
Oh, really? Perfect timing. Am I back?
Yeah. They're watching.
Yeah, talking about Bitcoin. So I guess I would just preface it with that. It's been pretty good. I'm trying to grow it obviously more and more every day. So anyways, the point of it is, and something that I've been really talking about within these consultations and stuff is just, I think everybody who has heard of crypto but doesn't really know about crypto really focuses on the price of Bitcoin and other cryptos, and that's kind of what they get into it for, is to see the price go up. The old when Lambo question. But there's a whole lot more to it, and one of the things is staking. So it's something that you can actually put some money into and earn between probably 7 and 15% annually. So basically, what you do is you purchase these tokens. One would be Theta, for example. So if you bought a bunch of Theta tokens, you can actually stake it with Theta, and you earn staking rewards from them. So think of it as like putting money into the bank and earning interest, or buying like an Apple stock or DuPont stock and getting a dividend every quarter. Except the cool thing with this is they pay out basically every 10 minutes or so. So you don't have to wait 3 or 4 months to get your $12 check in the mail. You get paid every 12 minutes, and you can just see your account kind of going like that. But staking is essentially a few things, but basically you're investing in the company. You're locking up your coins so they're not in circulation on the blockchain. With Theta, you have to wait 3 days to unstake them. So basically, when they're staked, they're out of circulation, which does a lot for the blockchain because it allows it to move a lot faster, right? Do more process transactions quicker, and it solves a lot of problems for the company who's running the blockchain. So that's just something that I wanted to point out to people, is that there's a whole lot more to crypto and Bitcoin than just the price. There's a whole bunch of really cool tech projects that are operating on the blockchain, and you can make pretty good money with them, depending on how much you invest in it. Rigo has a bit with Theta and earning TFUEL, and there's a bunch of projects like that. So something that, you basically do nothing and you get some money in your account for it. So if anybody has a bit of cash that they want to throw in there and earn some money instead of just hope the price goes up, there's a few cool different things to look into there. So that's it. I was going to do kind of a live Q&A if people had any questions, but we can maybe save that for another time. So that's that. Like I said, it's something I'm doing a little bit more now. So if anybody has any questions, and if you hear it on here, I'll give some of my free time to you and point you in the right direction. So
Everything
that's
else
where
is
I would
built.
leave that. Everything else is billed for sure.
Yeah.
But not Kingdom viewers. So
next week's episode, I'll be filming from Mom and Dad's basement. I'm moving back in. 30 years old, I decided to move back in with Mom and Dad.
So when are you in the new days?
Not till May 6th. So.
Oh shit! I think you meant like you moved all your stuff to the new place.
No, I moved it into cargo
Storage.
trailers, 2 cargo trailers. So I'm not telling anybody the location, so you can't go and hook up to my stuff and take it.
It's a small town.
Locations is hidden. Yeah. So that's where things are at. Long weekend coming up, kind of a bonus.
Easter, baby. Well, we didn't really hear. I was hoping that a few people in the chat would keep us updated on the storm of the century and where they're at. And I can't see anymore, but it was pretty fuck all today, I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Wow.
RP, how's the snow there, man?
What's that?
What's the snow like for RP?
Yeah, because I think, was it Bismarck in North Dakota got hit pretty hard?
Yeah.
Anyways, Rigo's gone. I'd say it'll start wrapping up here.
It's pretty bad here.
Is it? No, it's not.
Yeah, it actually
Snowing and
is.
blowing, baby.
Snowing and blowing. That might not be. Yeah, that's rip for sure. Now he's just trying to go incognito and trying to act like he's in snowing and blowing. It's steady, nothing crazy. Yeah, that's kind of the story of it. It's not the 6 feet that we were supposed to get. Swan is a shit show. Yeah, just overall.
Okay, like a real shit show or like
nothing about the snow, just overall.
Or is it just a normal like winter's day?
I would say with the amount of snow that we got this winter, this was really minor. To be honest with you, like, you know how much snow we shoveled this winter?
Yeah, but
Insane.
it's April though too.
Yeah.
Gives a shit.
I'm on it like with the timing, it sucks, but like this is fuck all so far.
Well, we don't need to clean the stores out of milk for sure.
I went to Co-op on Monday here.
Relax.
And there's 2 spots left in the entire parking lot, and there's like 10 people in each line. Like normally there's like 10 people in the whole store. Plus 10 melting.
As I said to Dad today, imagine what happens if there's a real crisis.
Like COVID.
Hey,
all right,
Derek,
Derek,
did you grow up in Swan?
Now we're off of YouTube now. You said COVID.
We got to know if Derek grew up in Swan.
Look at Dad's professional pic.
Yeah.
That's a LinkedIn photo.
He got that taken this morning so he could come on the show.
It's a nice pic, Dad.
Okay, so we're not going to hear, I guess, if Derek was from Swan originally.
He probably pieced once we start. Oh, there, he's back.
Highwinds.
Yeah, I'm with Keebs. There's no chance I'm shoveling. I made the delivery driver walk through the mound in the driveway to deliver food. So,
he's from Bonito, huh?
Bonito.
There's a heavy rivalry between Dauphin and Swan, and we just saw it in that first round of playoffs. Congrats to the Dauphin Kings moving on to the second round. Games 1 and 2 go Friday, Saturday.
What tourney were you guys in this week?
Oh yeah, the Fireballs won too. Forgot about that.
We're
when
winning.
you just keep winning like that, it's tough to remember that you're winning tournaments. But
Where were you guys in Dauphin?
in
We're in
Dauphin,
Dauphin.
yeah.
We had our ice times bumped a couple times from the Kings because of all their scheduling shit, but it worked out. Fusion Fireballs won another tournament. We're 3 for 3. We got a pretty good squad, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. People say that we stack the team, but it's really just a bunch of buddies that play hockey together. Like, I don't know what to tell you with that,
Good.
but
Good chemistry.
I think that the difference maker, honestly, well, obviously having Dal and Dale with a combined
for sure.
stick length of 15 feet playing on the same D pairing, but then
Yeah,
you
that's
throw
tough.
Args,
I was
then
gonna
you
say,
get,
wasn't Args your Teddy?
and then you get past them and you got to try to score on Args. It just doesn't work.
Good luck.
But
I remember.
Anyways.
I remember we were playing Beersby at I think it was Dal's birthday last summer, and Args dropped down to butterfly like instantly to grab a throw, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's legit, and it was just pop right back up.
oh, he's like Gumby, man.
Yeah, I blew my knee out watching him.
But he's blown his knee a few times too.
I
Rip.
guess.
Nobody knows who led the team in scoring.
Team first. We don't count goals.
Yeah.
Nobody celebrated one goal the entire weekend. It was so funny.
It's the classic teaser.
Teaser wasn't there even.
Oh, really?
No, he's working up north. So we were missing Teaser. We picked up the Moose though.
Ooh.
And yeah. Well, you know what? It's been an hour, 15 minutes. It's been another good time here. This is a lot funner than doing it just with us, I would
Yeah,
say.
it is. Way funner.
And
More fun.
it's so funny. I forget what I was even doing, but I was watching some early Kingdom episodes on YouTube. We didn't even get back to the first one yet. I think I started on like show 10 or something, uploading them and then stopped for a while, but we're back on YouTube now. But it was just so funny how bad it was, like how unorganized, and like we just had nothing. And not that we're like great now, but it's just crazy how much things have changed since then. And I mean, we were pretty dark spirits at that time. That's kind of when the whole pandemic was kind of right in the heat of things. So we all just looked like we were pissed, like for the whole show.
My confidence level, like in doing it, is
For sure.
way better than it was.
And that's
I used
that's
to
what
get like shit faced by the end of them just to get through.
And that's kind of what I was getting at with these live stuff. Like it already feels a little bit more comfortable than the first time when we were doing it with the flashing purple lights and stuff. So anyways, she's been a slice so far.
All right,
but yeah, I'd like to, what the hell was I going to say on those? Anyways, it doesn't matter.
and
They're pretty funny.
cool. Well, we good for this week?
Yep.
All right, boys. Let's peace out. We'll sign off. Thanks everybody for joining.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure we will do this again every week. Till then,
Every week.
let's peace out. Everybody have a good long weekend. I don't know if people will celebrate Easter. I don't know what the whole I'm out of the loop. I think Jesus came down and was resurrected or something like that. But do what you do. Okay, let's get out of here. Everybody, have a good one. Love you, boys. Peace.
Okay. Love you, boys. Thanks to everybody in the chat again. And we'll see you next week, probably, hopefully.